I think we're live.
We are live.
What's going on? Smart money community, how you doing today?
Hey everyone, good to see you.
Woo, it's great to be back.
Yes.
And today we're going to dive into 3 uncomfortable truths that everyone in this group should know
Yes.
about. 3 truths
Absolutely.
that I think as a culture we're missing, as a society we've buried, we don't want to talk about. That's why they're called uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
They're uncomfortable to talk about. But here's what I want you to know. If you will take these uncomfortable truths and really dive into solving this problem around debt, money, finances, saving, becoming wealthy, it can become the 3 truths that transform your lives.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I should have called this. The 3 truths that can transform your life. Change the uncomfortable truth, because here's the truth. It's when you get uncomfortable that things start to change.
Yeah, that's true.
We talk about it all the time, right? Like change doesn't happen in comfort.
No.
Like I still pray every night that I can lose 20 pounds eating Big Macs. God has not answered my prayer.
Yeah.
And if I keep trying it, I think I'm going to start gaining weight.
Absolutely.
But
like the workout, right? You give up.
Yeah.
You give up right when the sit-ups start to feel hard, but actually that's when it starts working.
The coach says this is when it counts most.
Yeah.
When you want to stop.
Yeah.
Right? When you want to give up, when you want to get ready for this, uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
So, why don't we talk about the 3 uncomfortable truths here?
Yes.
That are really causing people to stay stuck here. And if you will get this in a big way, your life will change.
For sure.
For the better. For the better. So yeah, I'm excited to share this with you guys. Hey, grab a pen and paper. Write this stuff down here because this is really about changing your life.
Yeah.
And life change doesn't happen by accident. It happens on purpose, in purpose. Jen, I live by a bunch of mountains here, and I've never found myself on top of a mountain by accident.
Probably not.
No.
That'd be intentional.
It's intentional. When we get to the top there's intention because it's a lot of work to get up. But just like, getting on top of the mountain, that doesn't happen by accident. Neither will getting out of debt.
Yeah. That is so true.
Right. And for those of us that it does happen by accident, AKA you win the lottery or AKA someone, a generous family member wipes out all your debt, be weary because you have not gone through the emotional and psychological pain of getting out, which tells me a lot of people, and this is why a lot of people fall back, is because they haven't had to fight through it.
Yeah.
They've just been delivered around it here. And every time you get delivered from something, hey, that's cool. But if you don't have the emotional maturity or even the emotional pain of going through it, it's very easy to fall right back.
Yeah.
And that's what happens a lot of times. Is people haven't gotten uncomfortable here, so they haven't changed.
Yeah.
So if you want that change, when Uncle Bob offers to write you a $10,000 check, say no thanks. Oh, that's hard.
Woo!
Would you turn down a $10,000 check, Jen, if it was just to write off debt?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think if I had the knowledge that I have now, dude, yes.
Easy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. If it was in the beginning or even before I knew that I had a problem that needed fixing, I would have ended up in the same place, I think.
Yeah. I think I concur. I would be there as well. Yeah. Knowing what I know now, the fight to get out was the fight that's keeping me out too.
Yeah.
Right. But had someone just wiped it all out on me, I don't think I'd be here right now.
Yeah. It'd be a blessing, but a curse.
Yeah.
The blessing would be the gift. The curse would be the missed opportunity to learn and grow a new muscle. Right.
Yeah, for the rest of your life.
To work out that sit up.
The crunch hurt. I got a cramp.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So guys, let's dive into this. Let's talk about the 3 uncomfortable truths here, because listen, we're seeing this every single day. If every week, every day here, there's something, there's a story, there's someone, la da da, that's going through this.
Yeah.
Or these things here. So let's bring attention, let's bring some light to them, so that you guys can start to understand how to make the shifts
Yes.
and move in the right direction. Okay. So number one, becoming debt free, Jen, ready for this? Becoming debt free takes more than the minimums.
Amen.
Woo!
Yeah.
In fact,
Yikes.
I posted it in the group, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, asking the question, hey, if you just make minimum payments on your debt, how long will it take? And everyone had different answers, but the common theme was too long.
Yeah.
That was the common thing. It was just too long. And so some said 50 years, some said the rest of your life. I don't care if it's more than 2 years, it's too long, in my opinion. If you aren't out of debt, if you aren't out of that debt in 2 years or less, maybe 3 years or less, given your circumstances, it's taking too long.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right. It's you just don't get ahead, right? Especially with the higher interest rate loans, like don't. You're chipping away at it. You're making $80 monthly payment, but only 7 of it is going to principal. Right? Like it's just the needle's not moving.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, I know here, everyone listening here, no one says, hey, I'm going to pay the minimum payments for the rest of my life. It's like I understand the thought pattern that no one has a goal to pay minimum payments.
Yeah.
At least no one normal does. But what happens is life gets tight.
Yeah.
Interest rates go up, they go up 300%.
Yeah.
And if you're in a variable rate, all of a sudden a mortgage that you're paying 1% on a year ago is now 5%.
Yeah.
Right. And all the room you had left and all that stuff is now, it's been evaporated because life happened.
Yeah.
Right. Or if it's not a mortgage, I talked to a couple last night. It was like, they had $10,000 in savings. Last night on the call, they had 1,000 left. What happened? Life happened. We weren't expecting life to happen. And all of a sudden they're paying minimums on all their debt now.
Yeah.
Because life happened. And so I understand that no one plans to pay minimum. I don't think anyone here would say, yeah, Mike, I'm going to do minimum. What I have found to be the truth is life is good until it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is most people don't have plans for when it's not good. I think I talked about this yesterday on our call. I said, hey, in the good times, it's easy.
Yeah.
In the good times, everyone's a genius. Everyone's smart. Every plan works. It's what's your plan when things don't go the way you plan for them to go. That's going to determine on whether or not you're going to be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You have to have more than you have to have a backup plan. You can't just keep living like nothing's going to happen. Right. Yeah. And like you said, when life hits, Mike, it can knock you down, but it shouldn't take you out. Right. Like,
yeah.
And sometimes these emergencies or unplanned expenses, they can take us out. What is it? Like most Canadians are what, $200 away from like
the major financial negative event. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's about 200 US. I think it's about the same, really, 200, 250 or something. Or $250 away from a major negative financial event.
Yeah.
And so here's the unreal truth here, guys. Here's the uncomfortable truth here is even though you may be on track and maybe you're throwing an extra $100, $200 right now, if you don't have a plan for when life happens, when things fall back, there's a good chance you'll be like the majority of Canadians, the majority of Americans, and fall back into minimums.
Yeah.
And when you play the minimum game, you'll never get the maximum.
No, exactly. You'll be paying that sucker off for 130 years. I hope you like the car.
Hope you like the car. Why do you always assume it's a car?
Cars just tend to be the bigger ones. It could be a sofa and food. Hope you enjoyed that restaurant meal. It didn't cost you $100. It cost you $8.
Hope that couch is comfortable.
Right?
I was showing someone this the other day. They're 40. I think they're 48. And they had nothing saved. I said, hey, if we can get you out of debt here, I think it was $800 a month, 12%. So this is where we can go. This is what life could look like. It's not a million. It's going to take about probably $1,200 a month to hit $1 million. Yeah. Which is doable. But I said this because she's been in debt for 30 years
Yeah.
since she was a teenager. I said, what if you learned this when you were 25?
Mm-hmm.
And I went back to the 800 at 12%, $11 million. I said, I'm curious, has Visa come knocking at your door teaching you how to do this? No, because Visa is earning this off of you.
Yeah.
And again, no one plans on giving Visa money for the rest of their lives. But Jen, how many stories have you and I heard over the last year?
Yeah.
People have been in debt for 20 years, for 30 years, their
Yeah.
whole adult life. They've been out, they've fallen back in, they've been out. And this is only $800 a month at 21%.
Yeah.
Visa gets to borrow this money at 1%, by the way.
Mhm.
One, I think now it's gone up a little bit. I think maybe they're 2 or 3% now. But
Yeah.
for the longest time, Visa was borrowing money at 20% and charging you 21%.
Mm.
You want to talk about passive income? Visa's got a passive income model.
Yeah.
And you let them stay employed.
Yeah.
Come on.
Time for a new plan.
Time for a new plan. $286,000. So here's the deal, guys. As I know you guys don't plan on doing the minimums, most people we've talked to get there.
Yeah.
Life gets too tight, life gets too expensive, unexpected happens. They don't have a real plan. They don't have a mentor saying, no, don't do that. Don't invest in cryptocurrency. That's a bad idea. Do not give $50,000 to this guy who says he's going to double your money in 2 days. That's called a lie. And so people don't have, people don't have that mentor in their life speaking to them saying, make better decisions. And 2 years, 3 years down the road, then we're making minimum payments.
Yeah.
When the bank comes to us and they're like our savior, they want to be our saviors. Hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we extend more credit to you, give you an opportunity to get out here, and we'll give you more rope.
Yep.
Just jump from a higher part of the building.
Yeah.
Won't hurt as much. But that's the idea, guys, is yeah, we don't plan on going minimums, but most of us get there if we don't have a plan to solve it. So
yeah,
minimums will never get you to maximum results.
Definitely. Oh, I like that. Minimum will never get you to maximum results.
How do you like that car?
I like it when it's paid for.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Becoming debt free will take more than a minimum. And so for a lot of you people, here's what it's going to take. If you want to get, most of our clients are doing it in about 2 years. Some are taking them 3, some do a little bit faster. But they're doing things differently than they've been doing for the last 5, 10, whatever amount of years.
Yep.
And that's what it's going to take, is you doing some things differently. So what you're doing now, if it's not fully working, if it's not getting you to your result faster, you got to do a little bit, you got to make a shift here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Bigger inputs get you bigger outputs.
Exactly. It takes different information, doesn't it? Which kind of leads us into our next thought.
Yeah. More information. Ready for this? Number 2. And you've heard me talk about this a lot. More information won't solve your problems.
No.
By much.
No, because you can read every budgeting book on the planet, but unless you're going to implement any of it, right? Nothing changes, right? If we don't take action, it doesn't change. Having the right information matters. That does matter, and having good information, but having too much, don't you find, Mike, like when you have information overload, like you're a little bit paralyzed?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely are. And if Google has proven anything, Google has proven that more information doesn't solve our problems.
No. We've
got more information. There's more get out of debt books, programs, courses out there than ever before. In fact, there's universities offering it for free. You know what statistic hasn't changed? 88% of Americans are still living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
88. There's free courses on this. You can buy $20 books on this. You can go and Google, you can Pinterest. Best budgets out there. And the stats are still the same. 88% of Americans live in paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
More information will not solve your problem. What will is taking the right information and implementing it.
Yeah.
That's where the problem starts to get solved. But like you said, if you got information overload, where do I start?
Wait,
my situation is different than what they taught about in that example in that course.
Yeah.
So where do I, and people get stuck.
Yeah. They get stuck in the narrative of, oh, this is different than mine, or my situation is different. I don't have a steady income. I think my favorite one is, well, I have a variable income. I can't budget. I'm like, dude, you need a budget more than
Excuses.
anyone. Like,
That's exactly why you need a budget. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. There's no situation where it's like you don't need to plan,
Yeah.
right? Like you want to take control, you got to plan.
You got to plan, and then you got to implement on that plan.
Yes.
Most people get excited about the plan because it's like, oh, I'm doing something, I'm feeling good. But it's like the endorphin rush is happening. But what you need to do is you need to do the hard work of implementation, which is where people get stuck because it's not fun. That's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's not sexy to implement. It's great to plan. It's great to buy the course and get the information, but to execute on the information,
I know that's the challenge, but it does feel sexy at the end when you've crossed everything off your to-do list for the day and you're like, okay, I got done the things that needed to get done. I took control. I took action. That's a pretty sexy feeling, because at the end of the day, when this is still sitting here with nothing crossed off, how do you feel? Feel like a loser. You open up potato chips, you sit on the couch. Not that I know how that feels like.
Potato chips and sit on the couch are losers.
When at the end of the day they haven't done anything on their checklist, it might fall into that category.
We're not offending anybody, but if we are,
nope.
Okay,
sorry.
The group, we're fine with that.
I say that because I know what that feels like, Mike.
Yes,
I know what it feels like to not do this, right? Or only do one thing and allow myself to be distracted throughout the day, especially distracted from the hard things. Right.
Yeah, and that's just it. And I've been in that moment. I've been in that situation many times where it's like it just feels overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so it's easier for me to sit on the couch and watch and numb my mind, watch what I call the dream snatcher.
Yeah.
All right. For anyone that doesn't know what that is yet, that's your TV, that's your iPad, that's whatever you go to avoid.
Yes.
That's scrolling through Facebook, whatever it is. That's called the dream snatcher.
Yeah.
And there's been times where it's been easier to go to the dream snatcher than to go to the dream.
Yeah.
Because the dream has demanded from me more than I feel I want to give.
Yeah.
And the dream snatcher demands
uncomfortable.
Nothing. Yeah. The dream snatcher doesn't demand anything, just that you waste your time watching it.
Yeah.
Or scrolling it.
Yes.
All right. But the dream, it's true. We talk about this in our group all the time. It's that idea that, for some of us, we're going to have a really big dream in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Just we're propelled and we're pulled towards this big vision, this big idea. For some of us, we're going to have a medium dream. For some of us, we're going to have a small dream, and there's nothing wrong with a small dream. But the question I say is, what's the price your dream is asking you to pay today?
Yeah.
The bigger the dream, the bigger the price.
Yep. Absolutely.
Right? And so I'm sorry, but more information isn't going to solve your problems.
No.
It's why on this Black Friday, you're not getting a 50% off sale from me.
Yeah.
I know I can make a bunch of money doing it. I know. All my online friends tell me, oh, Mike, just, you can make easily, I'm like, I know I can, but I'm not going to get the transformation that I want people to have.
No.
Courses will not transform your life.
No.
And we're in the transformation game, not the information game. So
yeah.
Sorry, if you guys have been waiting for a 50% off sale, there ain't one coming. But if you want to reduce 50% of your debt over the next 12 months, I've got a plan for that for you guys.
Yeah.
Show you guys how to do that. Jen, there's a stat out right now. So I said earlier, 88% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's Canadians too. That's across the board. The numbers are
it's pretty much
almost
the same.
Interchangeable. They're maybe 2% off or something. Out of the 88%, here's another stat. 59% believe they can't get ahead with their finances and will continue to live paycheck to paycheck.
Wow.
For the rest of their lives. 60%.
Yeah, 60% believe it. That's sad.
Yeah.
That is so sad. So like you look outside your door to 6 out of 10 houses and 8 of them are struggling.
Yeah.
And
6 of them they'll continue to struggle for the rest of their lives.
Yes. Yeah. 2 of them have a sliver of hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our next. We're going to do 4 uncomfortable truths.
Okay.
Because this one just popped in. Your beliefs around the problem are more important than the situation of the problem. And I said that wrong, but that's because I just thought of that off the top of my head. So there's a better way to say that here. But we talk to people all the time. The facts don't count when your beliefs are stronger than the facts.
Yeah.
And that seems weird, but the truth is, I don't have a story off the top of my head. We do this on our Thursday calls all the time. I got a lot of stories on the Thursday calls about this.
Yeah.
Great example, actually. There's a boxer out here in Calgary. His name's, I believe it was Jake Pulaski or something. Anyways, just search out the one-arm boxer, Calgary, and he'll pop up. It's Jake something, Jake P or something. Literally, the guy has one hand. He's a Muay Thai boxer. He's won 8 out of his last 9 titles.
Wow.
How does someone, let's look at the facts. Muay Thai is a physical sport that with 2 hands, your chances of winning are small.
Yeah.
I fought Muay Thai. I can tell you with 2 hands, so how does a person with one hand, that's called a disadvantage.
Yeah.
In this sport, win 8 out of his 9 titles and kicks everyone's ass.
Yeah.
Because he believes he can do it.
Yeah.
The facts don't count when you are so connected to that belief of becoming what you want to become, getting where you want to go. The facts don't count. And so, let's go back to that point. And the next uncomfortable truth here is if you believe you won't succeed, guess what's going to happen? You won't succeed.
Yeah, definitely. There has to be that greater connection, that belief, that connection to your why, right? That dream inside you, we can't leave it be squashed, right? Yeah. I was talking with a couple this morning, and the wife is really, really struggling with the obstacles. And the husband said, the only obstacles that exist are the ones that we put in our way.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. It was huge. And for her, it was such a revealing moment of that little devil sitting on her shoulder, telling her she can't do it, and really brought to light the fact that the belief is what she's been battling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The belief is what she's been battling.
The belief around the problem.
Yeah.
The belief around the challenge, not the challenge.
Yes, exactly. So really, really excited for them, just for recognizing where the struggle is and being able to overcome that negative belief of, can't get ahead, too many obstacles, like
it's too hard, it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's, I'm too tired. It's too much work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. That's exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prophecy. I posted a picture in this group probably over a year ago now, but it was of someone carrying a cart.
Yeah.
And behind them, their head was on the cart. So their neck was long and their head was on the cart and their head was really big.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the biggest burdens we carry are in our head.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And that speaks to beliefs. That speaks to the client you were talking to here. We had another client who, they're going through some hard times right now, but she finally texted me and said, Mike, if I give up, what am I giving up to? All the things I want to walk away from, all the things I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That was a big mindset shift for here. So guys, your beliefs around a problem, how you look at it matters more than the facts of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand there's things that come our way. I understand there's obstacles that come our way, but it's your beliefs about that obstacle that will change you or keep you stuck.
Yeah.
Hands down. And that's probably a hard pill to swallow, but it's so true. That's why I posted last week. I got more likes than I thought I was going to get on this one. I said, if you want to keep your excuses, you deserve to keep them, and the benefits of keeping your excuses.
Yeah.
Right. I remember saying that here, or your beliefs, if you want to fight for them, you deserve what you get for fighting for them. But it's true here. So you can know this, guys, if you can shift your beliefs around something, it can start to shift your life. It doesn't happen right away, but if you start to shift, just ask those questions like, why am I in debt? Do I have to stay in debt? Who is debt free? What are they saying about that?
Yeah. Right.
And start to take on our beliefs. If you don't want to get debt free, don't take on my belief. But I can tell you this: every month we don't fight or struggle with money.
No.
Life's gotten expensive for us too. My broccoli that I love, 30% more last night. I love broccoli.
$8 for lettuce.
$8 for lettuce. Yeah, exactly. Like it sucks. Like I'm seeing it too. but I'm not stressing really.
Yeah.
I'm just making different decisions, saying, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm still in control. I'm going to make that happen. Anyways, so number 3 is your beliefs. Let's talk about number 4, Jen, because this is a harsh reality.
Yeah.
But it says, time does run out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one. Time will eventually run out. There will come a point in your life, and I don't want to say that you can never turn it around, but I'll just say this. If you're 60 years old trying to solve this problem, it's different than when you're 40, than when you're 20.
Yeah.
Trying to solve this problem. And I got this email from someone here. And I hear this so much that I really just want to bring it to life for anyone in the group here. If you're in your 40s, even if you're in your 50s, if you're in your 30s, listen to this. It's not the first time I've got this. I know it won't be the last time. I've seen this happen time and time again. Got an email from someone here, the other day here. She said, well, Mike, nothing's working. I asked, hey, what's not working in your finances right now? And she said, nothing's working for me. I'm retired. I'm 68 years old and I'm living on a fixed income and nothing ever changes for me. I always seem to struggle no matter what. Today, with the cost of living, it's worse for me. It seems I am always overwhelmed and full of anxiety because of bills. Even in my days of working, I still had problems. And now she's single. And she had to move in with someone else here just to make bills, to make the bills. And now that it's too late for her. But it's not like the 48-year-old that I talked to who I'm like, there's time and opportunity to change this in a big way. You can still change at 68. We can still make some shifts and make it happen here, but it's different than when you're 38, 28, than when you're 18, than when you're 8. Right?
Yeah.
I wish every single person got taught this when they were young. I wish every single parent made their kids do this. 8 years old, $30 a month, 10% rate of return, $1.2 million, $30 a month from age 8 to 67. Jen, change that percentage point by 2 points, $3.4 million.
Sweet, it doubled.
Doubled by 2 percentage points. $30 a month. Heck, maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe at 18. Let's talk 18. I think it takes 45 to hit $1 million. $45 a month for the rest of your life. That's all it takes. $45. That's 4 Starbucks drinks, Jen. Or is that 2 now? Is that 2 Starbucks now? Or how many is it? $45 a month now. How many drinks are you getting at Starbucks?
Maybe 6.
Well, that's 4
coffees
Starbucks drinks
for $1.5 million.
There you go. A month.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why anyone should be emailing me at 68 saying I'm struggling. There's no reason.
Yeah.
Except that we haven't been taught or how to implement.
Yes. That's exactly it.
Or believe, or we don't believe.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
Change your belief. Okay, we can fix that. Change the information, the input. Yeah, we can fix that. Change the implementation. Yeah, we can fix that. Every single person in this group can be a millionaire. But Mike, it's not enough anymore. Well, it's better than $100,000.
Right? It's more than you'll have if you don't start.
It's more than you have than if you do nothing.
Right? If you do nothing, you got nothing to complain about. But if you take action, you'll have something to celebrate.
Yeah, but here's what I mean. At 18, it's $45. At 48, it's $45 a month. It's $1,200 a month.
Yeah, and you're still missing $500,000 there.
And you're missing $500,000. It's taking. So you see what I'm saying? Time does run out.
Yeah.
At 58, it can still be done. But just waiting a decade, you've lost $800,000.
Yeah.
Now at this point, I think it's going to take, let's try 3,000. 3,000 doesn't even get you there.
Nope.
5,000 a month doesn't even get you there. But you see, time starts to run out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So these are the 4 uncomfortable truths that really no one's talking about that I hope it kind of lights a fire under your butt. because this is what's going to take you to change this and turn this around and get you guys moving in the right direction and get you guys, living that life you desire to live. I don't know anyone that says, Mike, if I go and say, hey, I can give you two things. I can give you a life full of debt, or I can give you a life where you're debt free and you're becoming wealthy. You're living all those dreams and goals you have. Which one do you want?
Yeah.
No one picks option one. Everyone picks option two.
Yeah.
Why? Because we all want to get there. We don't want to have a life filled with junk.
No, junk and struggle and anxiety. Like,
it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun. So, one, more information won't solve the problem. It's implementation of the information you probably already have that's going to help solve it. Number two, what was number two?
I have to go back to the notes. It logged me out.
Number two, I got them right here.
Number two. More information.
Oh, what was number one?
More information won't change you. Minimums.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. There we go.
Minimum payments. Number one, minimum payments not going to get you
the
there.
maximums with minimums.
Yeah.
Number two is more information won't
more
change
information.
Your life.
Yep.
Won't solve your problem, but implementation can.
Yeah.
Number three is your beliefs around a problem matter more than the problem itself.
Yep.
Okay. How you think, how you feel, how you respond matters more than the facts. Okay.
Definitely.
And then number four is time does run out.
Yep.
Time to create freedom for yourself, time to create wealth for yourself, time to create that life. Don't wait another year, another 2 years, another 5 years. If you've been struggling, solve the problem now.
Yeah.
Solve the problem now.
Yep. And like Nicole said, the time's going to pass anyways.
Yeah.
Time's going to pass anyways.
What do you want at the end of 5 years?
Yeah.
End of 2 years, right? And so right now, guys, the average client we're working with is paying off. What are we at, Jen? About 15,000 in about 3 to 6 months on average. Some do more, some do less.
Yep.
Average person's debt free in about 24 to 36 months.
Yes.
On I'm looking at our stats there on our sheet here. We got about 24 to 36 months to get debt free, and that's those who have 6 figures of debt. That's those who have 50,000, 20,000. Keela, 226,000, 36 months, or just over 36 months for her to do it.
Yep.
Is what people are doing here. So no debt's too big.
Yeah.
Like no challenge is too big for us. That's what we're here for. We help take on the big challenges. If you are that person that's ready to do this, don't wait till January. Getting debt free in 2023 starts now.
Yeah.
It starts now. You don't just all of a sudden switch. It's why people who make New Year's resolutions to get debt free or pay off debt or make more money, it generally doesn't happen because all of a sudden they try and switch on January 1st.
Yeah.
It starts now.
Yeah. Start your warm up now so that you're truly ready for January.
That's right. So you're ready to rock January. So here, any last words of wisdom, Jen?
Guys, there is like 6 weeks left of this year, and 2022, if you're feeling like it's going to be a bust, it doesn't have to finish that way. So definitely reach out.
It's not too late. In 6 weeks, guys.
Not too late.
Listen, we've got clients who just signed up in the last month here. How many of them have texted you, Jen, or texted me and said, oh my gosh, we just paid off 2 credit cards, and the card you loan just got paid off, and holy cow, right? Like that's within weeks.
Yeah. There's been some really great results here in weeks. It's been unbelievable. It's kind of like the whole, that one grew a brain, so let's rain some blessings out.
Oh,
it's been good.
So good.
It's been good. We're so excited, right? But managed money behaves better.
Oh,
and even when we know a situation is bad, once we really know what we're dealing with, we can change our mindset. You can change your mindset to be positive about, okay, now I know how to figure out how to fix it. So there's a lot of fear and anxiety that disappears, and this is the time of year that it can creep up with Christmas expectations. So reach out.
Expectations.
If you're struggling, reach out.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it. Have a great day.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.